Hey guys, this is Parag from Roma International, where our mission is to continuously find new and innovative ways to help you overcome your current obstacles so that you can take your business and your life to the next level. All right. So with that said, let's get started. Today is a very fun topic. It's a topic that's typically overlooked because there's a lot of other stuff going on and we just don't have time to do this. I've been through it with my business and my previous experience with corporations, and this in my opinion personally is something that could actually keep a business either stagnant or go on a negative spiral, or it could take it to the next level. That's how important this particular topic is. So this is the topic where if you do this properly, it'll help sharpen your skills and improve your efficiency and productivity, whether you're a one-person army or you're going 5,000 strong. It still holds true regardless. The topic I'm talking about is training. This is something that if you're, like me, you continuously feed your mind daily by either audiobooks or any other topics and books that other resources that you have in order to educate yourself on those particular topics on a very regular basis. In an organization, you could do this on a regular basis to help improve your overall business, right? So again, this is effective training on a regular basis. And the reason I say that is first and foremost, it needs to be effective, and I'll show you how to do that. And it needs to be regular. We can train ourselves or we can train our organization once, and we'll digest the information and apply it maybe once or twice. But if we don't use it, we lose it, unfortunately. So we need to have regular training on the same topic, whether it's same or similar, so that not only us, but our members within our organization can continuously enhance their abilities within this topic and take it to the next level, right? So some of the benefits of this particular of effective training on a regular basis: new employees. They basically, once you put the training in place, they can hit the ground running, right? A lot of corporations have trainings for just standard training like HR training or safety training, but think about training for their core responsibilities, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, accounting, whatever that is. When you have these training sessions in place, they can attend those sessions and just go, right? This is also amazing for your existing employees because now they can have the ability to update their skill set, right? What they learned last time versus what they're going to learn now. They're going to learn something new, so apply something new, and their baseline essentially goes from here to here every time they learn, right? It's good for your overall team because it's continuous professional development. So your team feels like, even as an individual, you feel like you're growing and your knowledge base is increasing, right? And then above all, for an organization, it helps solve common problems throughout the organization. So if ultimately, if you're teaching on a specific topic and two different individuals from different divisions come along, they have different issues, but ultimately this particular type of training can help solve those issues even when they're collaborating with each other, especially when they're collaborating with each other, right? But keys are here. The key is consistency, and the key is regular training. So like I said, if you do the training just once, people absorb the information, but if you don't apply it, then you lose it, and ultimately it'll just be a waste of time. Whereas if you hold the training, have feedback, apply some of the principles that you've learned in that training, and then have that same training again, maybe a month later or 3 months later, you hear it from a different perspective, you apply different principles, and then you take that to the next level. So again, your bottom line or your baseline, when you started, was down here, but after a few iterations of this training can be up here. So that's ultimately helpful for not only for yourself, but for your organization, because now you're helping improve and enhance their efficiency and productivity because you're increasing their skill set very on a regular basis. And now they're not so dependent on you to train them or their supervisors to train them because they inherently know and have improved their skill set by ways of these trainings, right? All right, guys, so now I'm going to walk you through the training framework. So got it printed out for you or written out for you guys here. Hopefully you guys can see it or read it. So basically what you start off with is what? You pre-frame it so that you help everyone understand, okay, what is the outcome? What are they going to learn in this training, right? And this is very important because ultimately we want people going into with some kind of an expectation as, okay, this is what I'm going to be learning. For example, let's say it's sales, right? Or negotiating with a customer for whatever your business is, right? So they're going in for that training. Why are they doing it, right? So what is the purpose? Why am I learning this? And it could be tied to their overall goals or objectives, or they can be tied to your overall company's mission. So for example, I want to increase my revenue by 30%, could be an ultimate goal. And you need to learn how to negotiate so that you can help us achieve these goals, right? So now it fits in to something that's existing, that's either a company mission or tied to their goals, and they understand it. It's pre-framed. So now when you go in to teach it, it actually makes sense and they're engaged, right? Now you teach the how, right? So then you show them the big picture, saying, okay, well, this is how this particular topic fits into the overall picture. Why is it important for us to have for our sales organization to improve sales by 30%, right? It's a part of our growth plan, or it's a part of our overall mission to help more businesses within our society, or within the state or the nation, whatever that big picture is, so they know how it's tied into there. Then you help them understand, okay, well, this is how we currently do it, and here's an updated process, right? Because it's always evolving, it's not always the same. There's always going to be some feedback and some iteration that would allow for it to be adjustable. So you show them what the current framework is or current process is and how to do it, right? And maybe it's role playing if it's negotiating, but there still is a clear, defined way to do things, right? And then action items. You want to ask them to apply what they've learned into their day-to-day routine, or even play it out within this training, and you have them take action immediately, whether it's by participating in the role playing or doing some action items within that training. And I actually encourage that, because then you know that they're doing it, and then you know that it's something that they're gonna ultimately not put off until tomorrow or whenever off, right? And then you also get feedback from the training. So feedback is very important, because now you want to enhance your training. The best way to enhance it is to have feedback from individuals saying, hey, by the way, this worked, but I don't know how to do this. And maybe you need to ultimately update it so that it works for everybody, or integrate something in that you didn't think of before. Okay, and then lastly is the instructions, which is a step-by-step or standardized workflow. Ultimately, by doing this type of training, you'll need to provide them, or you can generate a step-by-step instructions on how to do this, or at least bullet points on what to do. For example, let's take negotiating, for example. What do you do first? You want to try to build rapport. How do you do that? Here's a few ways to build rapport. And then you want to connect in a different way and associate that with the topic of your product or service, right? How do we do that? And the last thing you do is negotiate, or essentially have them, have your clients see it your way, and ultimately that you can help solve their problems by buying your product or service, right? So whatever that workflow is, you have that standardized workflow that'll ultimately come from these training sessions. And that's going to be very, very helpful and useful for yourself to keep this in, your standardized workflows, as well as all of your employees, whether they're new employees or current. All right. So that's the training workflow. I'll put that in the description below so you have it. But that is the training for today. So again, please remember, effective training, but regular effective training. So make sure that you do it very regularly, whether it's whatever you decide, whether it's on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis, but make it regular. Make sure that everyone does it on a regular basis. You yourself are doing it, and that is a very key component in taking your business to the next level, enhancing your skill set so that you don't have to worry about managing everyone, that they can be managed or they can manage themselves. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. And till next time, take care.